Jackie, have a good day.
You too.
There we go. The great Jackie Amorum, friends and teammates with Elle Dawson. All right, our next guest. I don't know if she saw. I defended her honor at all times. I am a Gillian Robertson guy. That's his first final. Let's welcome Gillian Savage to the stage.
Like you have my back.
Dude, always have your back, G, forever. All right, that's what we do.
Except when you don't remember that I'm going to be the second Canadian champion. But other than
that was such a long time ago. I don't know how you remember that with all the green stuff that you might dabble through the day. I don't know how you remember that. I defend your honor at all times. Jackie, great fighter. She said she's going to be world champion in 5 years. No. Okay, Gillian's champion forever.
Or if we're rolling, then I have your back.
Thank you. Unbelievable.
Thank you. There's a question we should address. I think it was when Jackie was on, because obviously they know Gillian's in the UFC. Jackie does fight for the UFC. These two girls.
I think you two girls. I think they met you. Elle, what company do you fight for?
Oh, I'm signed to Invicta. Woo! Jackie and Gillian are signed to the UFC.
The Invicta FC monster. No one wants to fight you, Elle. Invicta. Dude, I've been so good with words today, too. So good. Jackie Amorum. I've been nailing it.
I was really impressed.
Thank you. Jack Dalla Maddalena.
I was impressed until you said Invicta.
I know. I'm sorry. G, how are you? Did you have a good weekend? UFC 315. We have a new welterweight champion. That's pretty crazy. We saw a great Valentina Shevchenko title defense. I thought it was a great card. Great weekend.
I feel like the card got a little bit of hate going into it, but it definitely was a better card than expected. I didn't expect the main event to go that way. Honestly, I had Bilal winning, but I feel like Jack came in so prepared and just was ready, like on the feet, on the ground, on the wrestling, everywhere. He was just ready to handle everything that Bilal had to throw at him and had a really amazing performance.
He did. One thing we talked about, G, right before, early in the show, JDM didn't fight for over 450 days. We as fans, and I think even as fighters, we love active people and active fighters, and you just keep going and winning. We love that about it. It's the Cowboy Cerrone thing. But if you think about it, Dalla Maddalena really worked on his game, got his body healthy, all the stuff of that nature. And then, of course, probably has been looking at Bilal tape for a long time, had a great game plan for him. It's a weird thing that sometimes maybe less active is actually better for your career and going forward. But as fans, we love fighters that fight. It's like kind of the Cowboy Cerrone. I remember you early in UFC days, you were taking fights on short notice all the time. I think a lot of fandom of, a lot of people came because they're like, oh, Savage will fight anyone, anytime.
I feel like it was a large part with Jack too, that it was just, he had a game plan going in there where Bilal just kind of tried to fight his fight. He tried to fight the fight that he brings to every game, to every fight, which does work. It is an effective style. But Jack had a very specific approach for Bilal, and everything that you could tell that he was like drilling through his camp. He was ready for every single thing that Bilal usually does in his games, where Bilal didn't look as ready. He just looked like he was just fighting his fight and doing what he's good at, which obviously Jack was ready with all the answers for it.
Very true. Else?
Oh, I was just going to say, time off turning into world champions bodes very well for me.
I think Grant shouldn't fight for the rest of the year and just early 2026, So
hang on now, Dave. It bodes well for me because my fights don't pay the bills.
Okay.
We need Grant to fight.
Yeah, I guess that's a real thing, right? You guys fight and make money? That's how it happens?
Weird. We got a mortgage to pay for here, Dave.
Crazy. Man, it's so wild too, because I heard like the Michael Bisping thing, and G, you don't have to talk about this at all, or if you want to, talk about income stuff, that's your prerogative for sure. But they said like Michael fought so many times, right? And it was back in the day too, didn't make barely any money. And then at the end, people are like, oh, you should maybe retire. He was kind of getting beat up sometimes. Even that Anderson Silva was a tough fight to watch. But he made so much freaking money. Like Michael said, like, I could take one more fight and literally make more than my whole entire career. Because at the end, your name's big and you've been into big fights and you make a lot of money the more you fight. Of course, under the banner, you get more contracts and stuff of that nature. It's tough. Like, you guys fight and train your whole life. You do one more, you make, here's $700,000. It's tough to say no.
Yeah. That's why you got to invest too when you're early in your career. As soon as you have enough money to invest, like you got to start.
Okay, and like we were talking about a couple weeks ago when I early leaked it, when Jessica I was talking to me about her bare knuckle, I was like, oh my gosh, I would never do that. And she was telling me, she's like, oh, the money's just too good. Just coming back, and I'm like, maybe if I am offered a certain amount of money, I would be willing to do something like that. I'm like, right now, I don't think so, but I'm like, I feel like it does keep people in the game.
No, it makes sense. And I gotta know, what is the dog? Like, let's
I was
say
gonna ask, guys. I gotta know. I gotta know. Gee, bare knuckle MMA. Would you $1 million?
It'd have to be up there. It'd have to be really like, I don't know, because I'm like, it's just not my style too. Once you take away like my takedowns, my striking gets a lot worse. I feel like I'm so much of my striking is just MMA. So much of my everything is MMA based. So I feel like even in jujitsu, I don't feel as confident in just like jujitsu or straight wrestling. I don't feel as confident, or straight striking. I don't feel as confident. But when I put it all together is when I know that I can be a world champion. Where I'm like, it would definitely have to be a lot of money for bare knuckle. And I'm like, I always say they're poor hands. You always see their hands after they're swollen as anything. You have to break your hand every single fight. Like, people's heads are hard. A lot of times these gloves are there to save our hands, not to save the other person's head, you know?
And I think to that same effect is, at least the guys, there's a lot more knockouts and finishes for bare knuckle. Like, I think the vast majority of women's bare knuckle fights go the distance. So it's like you're just getting cut up and scraped for, what are they, like 2-minute rounds, right?
Yeah, 2-minute rounds, 5 2-minute rounds. Nailed that. Hell, you're like a professional bare knuckle analyst. Look at you.
Look at you. I think I've watched one full bare knuckle event ever, because I was there. But other than that, I just watch fights when I know people.
Which one did you go to?
I don't remember. I didn't know anybody fighting. We just didn't have anything to do that weekend, and it was at the Hollywood.
Oh, at the Hard Rock.
Yeah. And it was a really fun show to go to, honestly.
Yeah.
I think Sean Wheelock invited us, actually. I think that's why we went. Because I love Sean Wheelock. He's the freaking man. But it's like, you just get so scraped up and cut up because these girls, you don't necessarily have enough to put each other away, which just sounds terrible to me.
It sounds bad. Gee, I want to real quick. There's these new toys you can get at Walmart nationwide in the entertainment section right now. There's these new toys. I'll show you them. The one thing I will say, there's 14 fighters, world champions, but I'm super disappointed. No Gillian toy. I was like, I'm totally bummed out. Look at these. They sent me to them. Yeah, we opened 2 earlier in the show. Look at these out. I mean,
so cute.
They fell off. I have them in the octagon.
They're like reverse
Max Holloway.
That's hilarious.
And then maybe a future opponent in the 155-pound division, Charles Oliveira.
I can't believe they only made 14 and I'm not one of them.
Dude, I was so bummed out, G. So bummed out. Like,
I just imagine Dave sitting in his office, like,
fighting.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a dig. I really don't.
Oh, that is definitely a compliment.
But Charles Oliveira and Max, maybe a future matchup. But yeah, I was super bummed out. They had 2 female fighters. One is Valentina Shevchenko. She's really good. The other is Wei Li. Not even the best strawweight I know. So exactly. Dude. She would get smashed by Gillian L. There you go. Am I allowed to use the word smashed?
You're allowed to use the word smashed if you're talking about Gillian.
Thank you. Won't go that route. But Jack Della Maddalena and Islam. I think Islam is one of the best. Him moving up to 170. I think him feeling good about his body. I don't know if you guys talked about this on the Sunday Morning Brew. Very successful show under the Fight Bananas banner every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. I think Islam. I think he beats Jack. I think him at 170 can do it all: grapple, wrestle, strike. His body would be big, feel good, no weight cut. I think Islam gets the job done. Gee, what's your 2 cents on that?
So before Saturday, I would have said 100% Islam.
Okay.
Now, after seeing that performance Saturday, I don't know. Like I said, it seems like there's something a little bit different in Jack's preparation that seems very smart in how he's approaching things. So after watching how he handled Bilal, it makes me debate it a little bit more. I still think he has a better chance than Bilal, but I don't know. I'm definitely more torn than I was before Saturday.
Okay.
Thank you, G. Thank you. I agree. I agree. I will say this. This is so something I've been film studying a lot lately is Islam's front headlock system and the way he sets up his front headlocks, like Darce, all of that. And Jack scrambled super, super well to get back to his feet with Bilal. And the thing with Bilal is you don't have to worry about Bilal throwing in hooks usually because he's shorter. Like he's got shorter legs, so it's harder for him to throw in hooks quickly. And he doesn't have like a great front headlock system. So I think that if Islam gets Jack down and Jack starts to work back to his feet, why are you laughing at me, Dave?
I was actually going to do the exact opposite. You blow me away daily and weekly. You are the best analyst in the world. I think you are the greatest. You're talking about headlocks. You're talking about words I don't even know existed in the MMA space. You are phenomenal. You're like, I'm watching tape.
I got distracted.
I just watch fights. I'm like, oh, Cowboy kicked the guy. This is awesome. I'm just such a casual. You're breaking down, in the West Hemisphere of the octagon. This guy is 18% of the takedown. You're incredible. You're incredible, El.
Thanks, Dave. Well, now I feel bad for calling you out because
I was going to give you a compliment.
Anywho, I think there's more danger when Jack is trying to get back to his feet in those scrambles, which I expect him to be able to do some of that with Islam as well. I really do think Jack has the size and the ability to create those scrambles and work back to his feet. It's just there's more danger in that in-between moment from when he's flat on his back to when he's back on his feet with Islam than there is with Bilal. So I could see Islam catching him in one of those positions for sure.
I feel like Islam's front headlock system is like the new calf kick in MMA. I feel like everybody's trying to do it though. I'm like, you see so many people that they're like, oh, when somebody gets up, we can go for a submission at the same time. It's like, it's so mind blowing to people. I feel like it's like whenever Connor started hitting the calf kick, now then everybody was like, oh, it's a new thing. Like it's a new magical thing. Like I feel like the new trend in MMA right now.
It definitely is. And it's great. Like it should be a part of your game, but it's definitely trending.
G, we got I have a fun game that I didn't tell Elle about that I want to play with you. Also, we got 2 little things that we're going to put up other than that. So we got 3 more fun stuff, but G, you look very tan. You look very out there. What did you have some fun this weekend? Do you want to tell us about any good stories? I don't know, jet skiing, what you doing, G? What's going on?
So it was last Thursday, I think. I just went paddleboarding with some of the girls at the gym. So we just were hanging out, just went on the bay in Miami. There's actually this new cool app where I know they've had the scooters for a while where you can just kind of rent them. They have it with paddle boards now and they're all over Miami. So we just rented paddle boards for a couple hours and just hung out. And honestly, I got pretty tan everywhere except my butt got bright red sunburned bad to the point where I trained on Friday and it was just it was painful training, but it was painful even laying in bed. But just my butt was the only thing that got burned.
That sounds awful. Okay. I'm being kind of facetious, but I'm going to be funny, I think, a little bit. Be careful paddleboarding. Did you see that lady got attacked by a crocodile in Florida and died?
My PT literally just told me about that yesterday.
There you go. Dude.
Where at?
In the Everglades.
Yeah, kind of by the Everglades. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm just going to throw this out here. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way at all. So it was a husband and wife. And they're paddleboarding. I'm sorry. If someone came and got my wife, and I'm terrified of reptiles and snakes and alligators. I'm not coming back without if they attack Susie, I'm not going. She's not going by herself. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to.
Children, Dave?
Huh?
You're gonna orphan your children, Dave?
Dude. If an alligator attacks my wife, I got her back. That's all I'm saying. I'm diving in.
Respect.
My PT said the exact same thing. She's like, she was out there with her husband. They said the alligator bumped her off. Just seems a little fishy, huh?
Yeah, thank you. I'm throwing it out there. I'm being facetious and funny. It's how does because All right. I don't want to go too far into it. You know, my wife actually likes those podcasts with all the the crime stuff.
The murder documentary podcast.
Yeah, super into it. That's the most Florida since I ever heard. SG, you're welcome. Gee, would you ever go snake? No. I hope not.
Have you guys watched the guy that just goes out and like is looking for because the anacondas are he goes yoink and
yoink. Yeah.
Random animals.
I watch everything on it because I'm terrified of it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's a big no. I feel like, I don't know, alligators and crocodiles scare me more than most animals. I just feel like if you're out swimming in the ocean and a shark attacks you, it's like they typically aren't trying to attack you and it's typically an accident. Where like if you're swimming in the water and an alligator's coming after you, it's usually because like you went in its space and it's coming after you to hurt you. Where I'm like, it's just a different intention behind it.
And they're literally dinosaurs. Like that's scary.
Bernardo, I think I nailed that. It's only a matter of time. Gillian and Jasmine to be champs. I don't mind that. Don't mind that, G.
I don't mind that at all. I heard, I think she's ranked number 5 officially after today. 6, yeah. So I'm like, she jumped up a little bit in rankings. I'm like, hopefully one more, and then I'll be in that same kind of spot, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah,
you're passing all that. Gee, one
maybe
more.
Get to 4, you know, where like
see Natalia Silva? She passed it all. She's number 1. Like that's the G move. Your next fight, number 1.
I mean, with a finish, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm like, that's what I thought with this one too. Is that if I had a finish, that I would get bumped up a little bit higher than 9. But I just got put at that spot. So right. I don't know. I never like get my hopes too high, you know?
I feel you. This is the Grant Dawson response. In a normal, if we're just in a room, I think so. But if they have Susie, if they have her by the leg and drawing her in, one day versus 100 Crocs, I would win. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, come on.
Let's go. In the water? In its natural habitat?
Oh, dude, I would. Everyone thinks I'm just a nice guy.
People in Florida should carry guns.
Oh, that's probably the second smartest thing you said on this podcast. And one was about a front head choke or something. I think I still have no idea what you mean. I gotta go back and rewatch it.
Making stuff up and see if you catch it.
Dude, I'll catch it.
Words.
Just gotta make up submissions, things like that.
I'm gonna ask Jillian when Jillian comes on. I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, did you see that Peruvian
necktie
twister? That's actually a real thing.
I know. All right. Here's a fun thing I would love, especially G's 2 cents. Dana White says he's got breaking news. It's going to happen any hour now. It might happen live on this show or right afterwards. Jillian, you broke the news with Jessica. Dean Thomas is really close. Do you have the gossip? Do you have the TG? What's going on?
I don't think Dean even has the gossip ever. I'm like, I feel like he's kind of in his own little world. He's never pushing for the gossip. And that's probably why Dana keeps him close, because he's not nagging him for that stuff. So I'm like, I really have no idea what it was. But the second, like right after practice, looked on Instagram and I saw a post about that. And I was like, oh, I wonder what it is. I can't wait for the fight announcement.
What if you can put your Fight Bananas hat on, G? We would assume it's 317. I would think the main, co-main, probably even featured fight. What do you think could happen? What are some possible matchups you might see?
I'm assuming that Topuria is going to be on the card regardless, you know? Yeah. I honestly don't know. I'm kind of, besides it definitely being Topuria, I don't have any like solid locks. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on this one.
Okay. I think it's Ilya and Charles, right? I think that's the fight. But for some reason, Islam keeps on saying he's not vacating the title. He wants to go both. So I think it's for like the interim championship. And I don't think they can headline International Fight Week with the interim. So I'm gonna guess it's Ankalaev and Yuri, light heavyweight championship as the main, Ilya and Charles as the co. And then I don't know. Gaethje Arman featured?
Yeah, I just don't like that as a main event for International Fight Week.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. But can they go Ilya Charles for the interim with that main event?
John Jones Aspinall.
I wish, but I don't think that's what it should be. But
I know. We're never gonna get it. It's becoming the Conor McGregor thing, guys. It's never happening. We just keep talking about
Khabib.
Oh my gosh, rest in peace. I had Dylan Danis under 2.
What's that?
Dylan Danis was going to beat Tony. The losing streak was going to go on forever. Ilya fighting for the interim belt is sad. What do you want him to do?
They need to not. There should be no more double champs. They said they weren't going to do any more double champs. I know they don't always stick by their word, but I think that's the right thing to do. The light division,
Islam?
Yeah, Islam should vacate. If he's going up, he's going up. He can come back down and re-win it if he wants to later, but here's my issue. One, like you said earlier, Islam's greatest battle right now is the scale. Yes. He can only make the weight a couple more times anyway. And the lightweight division is the most stacked division in the UFC. It is too stacked to hold up with a freaking interim belt. I don't want to see it.
I totally agree. You got one of the best fighters on the planet, Grant Dawson, in the division. It's like, come on.
Definitely don't want him held up. Remember, Morgan.
And I think Islam will move up to 170 and be like, wow, that fight week Rice was amazing. I can actually drink water. Like, this is the best thing ever. He's going to beat Jack Della Maddalena. And then he's going to look around. He's like, Shavkat? Sean Brady? Like, I think Ian Gary, I think he's going to feel really comfortable up there. He's never coming back down. Ever coming back down.
You should stay at 170. Open up that division.
Dude, Grant's going to be like, after Islam moves up, Ilya's going to move up and lose. He's going to want to go back down. Dustin's retiring. Grant's like number 6 just on, people falling out.
Retirements and weight class changes.
He should never fight. Pull the Jack Della Maddalena. Never fight. You fight for the title.
Michael Chandler's going to get cut.
Big Grant's That's a comment of the day. That's a comment. All right. One more
about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
One more artwork for you, and then I don't know why I got a fun game for G. I think it's going to be very informative. But I saw this earlier. I got super upset about it, and let me see if G figures out why I'm upset or what her thoughts on it. I love putting G on the spot. So here we go. So this is the brand new UFC pound for pound rankings. Islam, Jones, Ilya, Merab. God, Merab is so good. Dreykus is amazing. Ankalaev, very good fighter. Volkanovski, Poetan. Number 9 is Jack Della Maddalena. 10, Pantoja, Aspinall Holloway, Bilal, Sugar Sean O'Malley, Charles Oliveira. Gee, if I could say, why would I be really upset about this new rankings?
I'm assuming just the emphasis on the Jack Della.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
This brain's about to start.
I know. Jack was awesome on Saturday, guys. He won the championship. Me and Elle talked about it earlier. There's usually 3-4 new champions a year. Like, great win. And he beat Bilal unanimously. I don't think anyone will argue. It was he won that fight. Awesome win. His wins before that is split decisions with Kevin Holland. He stopped Gilbert Burns. That was a close fight. Like, he doesn't have this lineage of 10 great wins in the UFC and then fought for the title. Kind of like Bilal or other fighters did. They had this great run beforehand. It was a good run. How is he above Pantoja? 4 title defenses. Tom Aspinall, one of the best heavyweights, if not in the last 5 years. Like, even like guys like Max and Charles Oliveira. I just think Jack at number 9 is crazy, especially over Pantoja. That's insane.
And like, they literally had to sign a guy from another promotion because they couldn't find anity in the division that Pantoja hadn't already beaten.
I know, yeah. Am I wrong, G? Is that
how is below a guy with 0 title defenses?
No, the one that was under him that really shocked me was the Pantoja one, somebody who has multiple title defenses already. How are you going to say that this person who just won his title is now ranked higher than him on the pound for pound?
Ankalaev has 0 title defenses too. And he's way above Pantoja.
It's great. Like, did he beat Brandon Morano?
What are they doing? Like,
he's a great guy. Great guy.
All right. We're all on the same page. I like this. All right. One last thing. And I don't know if you guys have this. We'll go read back and watch it. Our good friend, Jacqueline Amorim, Said she was going to be champion over G. Come on, Jackie. Come on.
She just says she wants to fight some great grapplers.
She did. She gave you a lot of respect, G. I don't know if you saw it or watched. She's like, oh, I'm a fan. I like her style, grapple and finishes. She's a fan. So there you go.
No, and I'd love to defend my belt against her one day.
Wow.
I would love to see it. I'm just happy to be here.
Dude, I get this. I'm a little unbearable on my people, on my G and Grant. When Gillian becomes world champion, the world is fucked. Okay, they will never not hear the end of it. I will have T-shirts. I will have posters up. I said it every day on Tuesday. I will have shows every day of the week, and it would just be a Gillian propaganda pushing the greatest ever. That's all it would be.
Worth it every second.
Campaign car. Dave's car is going to be like wrapped in Gillian Robertson, and he'll have like the loudspeaker at the top, and just
that's maybe too far. I got a lot of kids. Okay, they we got basketball practice tonight, but okay, here we go. Here's a fun game just for Gillian. Elle will play it later. Who is the next fight? Okay, I want you to predict. I'm going to say some names, and I want you to predict who she's going to fight next. Okay. First name on the list is Valentina Shevchenko.
I think she's gonna fight Silva.
Natalia Silva.
Yeah, Silva. I think that Natalia, she has a very effective style to win fights and to be a champ. It's not a style that I necessarily like or find super entertaining, but it's a style that's very hard to fight stylistically. So I see her beating Valentina.
Wow. Okay. Next on our list is Jasmine Jazavicius. Did I butcher that?
Can you say that again?
Jasmine Jazavicius?
Jazdavicius, I think. Very close.
Yes.
So I missed a D. Jasmine Jazdavicius?
Closer.
Closer.
One more. Jasmine Jazdavicius?
Closest.
Okay. I'm getting there.
It wasn't a Mochiano, so we'll give you that.
Wearing the shirt today, you saw that?
I'm pretty sure you had that shirt and knew the spelling when you still called him Mochiano.
Dude, I was just doing that on purpose, okay?
I had no idea who you were referring to when you said that at first. And now when I see the shirt, I'm like, oh, Moicano.
Yeah. That was a bad day for me, G. That was a bad day. I was in Starbucks 3 times, and it was a what did I say?
You called him Mochiano for like 6 straight months.
That definitely sounds like something you get from Starbucks.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Who is Jasmine Jazdavicius going to fight next?
Trying to think of who really is in that division. The first name that comes to mind would be Blanchfield. I feel like that would be an interesting matchup.
Give me that. Take my money.
You think she beats Macy at the end of this month then?
Yeah, I didn't know that matchup was happening, but yeah,
2 weeks, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, I guess the winner of that fight would be interesting, regardless if it's Macy or if it's Blanchfield. I like it either way.
It's funny. It's funny you said that. I was thinking the opposite. I think the loser might fight Jazz next because the winner's probably number 1 or 2.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like the winner keeps moving up.
Just the way that division is.
Yeah. I think the loser might fight Jazz next. So, I like that. I'm gonna Jazz versus Blanchfield. I like that. All right, another girl for you. Had a tough UFC 315. This woman was on top of the world around 18 months ago. A really bad run right now for her. How about Alexa Grasso? It's
another one too that I'm not really sure where to put her. I know that they have the Rose and Miranda fight coming up. Maybe one of those two, I think, would probably be the best.
Winner of that fight?
Yeah.
G is matchmaking, killing it right now. I like that again. All right. One last female fighter. To me, G, I think she is maybe the greatest female fighter that's ever touched this planet. Who does Gillian the Savage Robertson fight next?
Well, might have heard it in my post-fight speech, but we're looking for that Amanda Lemos fight. I would love to have that fight. She's coming off a win. She's ranked 4, and that spot would look good with my name next to it.
Okay. UFC. No, you don't want to go to a dab. Trying to think. Maybe a fight night. Fight night?
Yeah, honestly, my predictions right now is they either get the Lemos fight on like a main card somewhere, or I get a Mackenzie Dern fight as a main event, like maybe an Apex main event. So those are my two like predictions of where I think what would be next for me.
Dude, I like I said, this is a casual talking. To me, a main event and getting the poster and signing it, the whole card's about you. Every fighter is signing that poster. They see your face. To me, that's a thing. That would be pretty cool. As a fighter, I would want that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm like, it's definitely it's a surreal moment. I feel like every time going, like just being with the UFC, it's like just it all is a surreal moment that I don't know, it's my job, this is my life, but to see your face on a poster, it's like you really are making it to that next level.
And the poster sells itself. Like you got Dern on the left side, the blonde hair, you do it like very yellow behind Dern. Opposite side, it's G's face. You guys are doing a face-off. The red hair, you got a really red glow around it. I can see the poster right now. I can see it.
No, you already got it made there.
There you go. All right, dude. I don't know about it. UL. I think this is one of my best performances on the show ever. I think I'm just top notch right now.
On fire.
But LNG, you haven't noticed there's these new toys. PMI toys, you can get them at Walmart anywhere. Go to the electronic area, the entertainment section, these new toys. There's gold ones. There's gold rare ones. You can get them anytime. And they're paying for the show now. So there you go. All right. Gee, anything else? I think we killed it. Absolutely killed it. We talked about 317, 315. We played multiple games with you. We, had to slow down Miss Jackie Amorum just a little bit. We had to slow her down. Okay. Slow her down. Slow her down. She was very nice, though. She was very nice.
Sweet as pie. She's great.
She's out. You said she's out there in California right now?
Yeah. She's on vacation with her husband. So they're having a good time. Out in California. Awesome. Celebrating the win. So
so you're saying she's not in not at America Top Team training right now? Huh.
Oh, no, she is. Heaven forbid, taking a couple weeks off.
She's not vacationing. She was right back in it Monday morning. Okay, I saw it.
I honestly just have nothing better to do with my life.
Julian went paddleboarding. You
had a Thursday.
Me and my friends, we woke up, we drilled, we sparred each other, and then we went paddleboarding together. It
was like another exercise. She's got another training. Unbelievable. Dude, the best I've ever seen. Gillian Robertson. Dude, G, you're the best. We appreciate it. Dude, Sunday Morning Brews, killing it. You guys are awesome every Sunday. We appreciate it. Live on the Fight Bananas official YouTube channel. G, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon, my friend, all right?
I'll see you guys.
There you go. The great Gillian the Savage Robertson. Dude, what a show, El. What a show. Dude, I could talk to Danny Sabatello 5 days a week, and I would maybe need to rest on Sunday. But other than that, I could talk to him all the time.